Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is Daryl Andrews, Coach D, coming with you with some information today that I don't think I've ever done this before. But typically, I come on, I share some information or some strategies that could be beneficial to you in the workplace, at home, uh, in your nonprofit organization, or any different places. But today, I want to share something with you I think is of critical importance. And the reason why I'm doing this is because over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've had a chance to share some of this information with individuals throughout the country, different organizations, different teams, different work groups, leadership groups across the board. And what's happening is we're finding that the response to this session, this training, is now taking on a life of its own. I just can't believe the amount of emails that I've gotten from people saying how much they need this. Hey, Eva, how you doing? Welcome on board. You may want to let folks know about this one. This is going to be something interesting right here. This is really going to be something interesting. And so again, I've had, we have different kinds of customers. Some customers we do individual events with. Sometimes we do monthly events, coaching across the board. But this subject today, man, if you're with your staff, I would have your staff stop working and give me 20 minutes. This will change them. I mean, if you're in a school and you're a school leader, get your staff to take a look at this, or even look at the recording where we're done, because this right here, I really believe of all the messages we're sharing today, and we're sharing a lot of them, all right, is one of the most important messages of our generation. I really do. All right. And I'm saying that from the heart because I've been studying and researching what's been going on in our country. I even looked at, there's a great show on Netflix called The Social Dilemma. I would encourage everyone to watch that. The Social Dilemma. And it talks about, obviously, we're here on social media, but it talks about the effects of social media on our from a psychological perspective. It's like a lot going on right now in our country. A lot of things that are attacking the way we think, the way we do things. And as you and I know, money is driving a lot of this, so it's being positioned. But then there are also some general type things. Yeah, that's it, P. Yes, it is. That Let's Go tells me who you are. It says Facebook lead user, but I see Let's Go. I know that's my brother, Pierre Campbell. So, but man, appreciate you, brother. So I'm just saying right now, whatever you're doing, stop and drop and listen, because this right here may be the message that transforms your life, transforms your family, transforms your business, your organizations, but also is a message that's going to give you power. Because so much there's so many entities out here that are trying to take our power from us, strip us of who we are, and force us to think a certain way based upon, from a technology perspective, certain algorithms that they put in that have us watch certain things, or the way that we interact with people, through business and in variety of different areas. So there's so much out here. So today I want to talk about protecting your energy, and how important. My brother, Principal Kafele, what's going on, man? You know all about this, man. I wish I had you on the sidebar here so you can share some of this with me, man, because this is a powerful and important message. And again, I've been sharing this with my customers throughout the country and trying to tell them now is the time. Now is the time for us to be proactive. All right. Proactive in what we allow to impact right here. We have to be proactive, because right now there's a lot of things that's trying to shape the way we see and do things. And if we just allow it to happen, if we just allow it to continue, then all of a sudden we find ourselves in a situation where we're thinking a certain way. And we have to ask ourselves the question, why am I thinking this way? You see what I'm saying? That's right, Brother Kafele. Absolutely, man. Yes, sir. Because we have to understand, we got to protect this. We got to protect this. One of my customers is an organization called Arizona at Work. And we were doing this training the other day for their staff. We do monthly empowerment training for all of their staff. And I asked a simple question, and I'll ask you this question and see if anybody that's watching can answer it. And when I talk about protecting your energy, I'm gonna act like I'm doing a training with you because that's really what this is. I don't typically do these. I usually just speak, but I'm gonna show you some information today. When I ask you, what energy am I talking about? Somebody type in, what am I talking about? What energy? Where's this? What is this energy source that I'm talking about? Somebody, if you have a thought, just type it in the chat feature here and let me see what you're thinking. Some of you I can see, some of you I can't because I stream to 10 different sources and some of it. So what energy am I talking about? What's the energy source? Think about this. Think about it. What's the energy source that I am talking about? And somebody could type it in. What your answer would be to that question, I would appreciate it because I want to see if you get this. And if not, I'll tell you in a few seconds. So, but what is the energy source? So I was doing this training with my group in Arizona, virtual, because most of my, there it is. That's it. I mean, no doubt, Damon, no doubt. But there's some other things we got to look at as well. All right. I'm with you with that, man. I feel you. But we got to think about some other things here too. All right. Bingo. Somebody just got it. It's your mind and emotions. This director of this organization, and some of the Facebook, I just see Facebook user. So you may want to put your name in there because all I see is Facebook user. So I don't see who the name is. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. So here's the thing. Here's the thing that I want us to understand. This customer said to me, I said to the customer, the same question I just asked you. And his staff didn't get it, but he came back and said, the energy source is your thoughts. It's what you're thinking. All right. Damon, I'm a Christian as well, man, but some Christians today ain't making things look too good. So I get it. And, but the reality of the matter is a lot of this light is really rolling down to what we are thinking. And that energy source, you see, the energy source is right between our minds. I'm telling you, man, it's our thoughts. So everything is trying to shape what we think. You know what I mean? Again, social media, the advertising. That's why I said this show, Social Dilemma, is really good because it talks a lot about it, but protecting your energy. But today, what I'm going to talk about is more from just a practical, personal perspective. And I want you to, I'm telling you, if you know people who are struggling right now because this pandemic got us all jacked up in the house trying to figure it out, doing the same routine every day, bickering with people on Facebook and social media about any and everything. When I'm done with you today, you're not going to do any of that. You're going to start realizing how powerful it is for you to have some sense of control over all of this. So let's take a look at a few things. Here's a statement I want to share with you and write this one down. It's not my quote, it's a quote. And that is, pleasing everybody is never a responsibility. Listen to what I'm saying. Pleasing everybody is never a responsibility. We are not responsible for pleasing everybody. Because to be honest with you, everybody will never be pleased. And I'm not talking about people from a distance. Sometimes it's people right there with you, right in your little circle, that has this desire to have you shaped in a paradigm. And you're good when you operate in that mode. And when you're not, then they got a problem with you. Let me tell you something. Pleasing everybody is never a responsibility. If you like you for who you are, if they like you for who you are, good. If not, it's their problem, not yours. Let's get that straight today. In particular, when we talk about all the stuff that's going on and the bickering that's taking place on social media, the political landscape, man, I mean, you got folks going, it's like a daily battle. And I'm saying to myself, man, I don't have time to put all my energy into all of that. I'm too busy out here trying to maximize my potential. Do I have an opinion? Yes, I do. Do I share thoughts every now and then? Yes, I do. But I'm not on this planet to please everybody. I'm in the speaking business and have been for 20 plus years. I've been on over 3,000 stages. Now I'm doing all these virtual programs. Been doing this. I mean, we actually pioneered different things in our industry that now are just commonplace and things like that. But I realize as a speaker, I'm not going to please everybody. I mean, my goal is to get up there and give it my absolute best. And trust me, I do. And that's I guess why I've been over 3,000 stages, because I keep getting invited back. Must be doing something right. But the reality is you're going to still have people in that audience that ain't going to like something you said. And some of them will come up and tell you they don't like it, but it's okay because my heart is right. I know when I'm speaking from the heart. I'm speaking from something I have a strong conviction for. You know what I mean? I see Rudy Fafele is on here, and we've done a lot in education, man. And this guy is just taken off and impacted the industry and transformed the industry. But I know the brother, and I know his heart is to help impact those young kids in the schools, and as well as the administrators and the teachers and all of that. But when you speak from the heart, guess what? You're speaking from the heart, but you can't please everybody. So, and with this in mind, I thought about something. We need to institute a new form of social distancing, and I call it negative influence distancing. Don't steal my idea here, because some of y'all gonna take that and want to do something with it. Don't you dare do that. That's mine. I patented that. All right. Negative influence distancing. Keep your negativity right over there. we according to the federal government, we need 6 feet away from each other, because we don't have the energy to constantly deal with people's pessimism. You got to protect yourself. You got to protect yourself, in particular today, the world we're living in today. All right. I'm going to give you a little taste of what we're talking to these customers. And I'm not going to give it all, but I'm going to give you some of it. Okay. So here's the thought. And that is, with so much negativity going on in our country, we need to protect our energy so that we have the energy to bring our best self forward. It's hard for me to bring my best self forward. Like right now, I'm speaking to you right now. And if I'm here and I got all these negative thoughts going on in my head because of some negative interaction, now I can't even communicate to you in the manner that I want to communicate to you. Because why? I'm so busy thinking about that negative interaction I just had. You see what I'm saying? Now, let me say this. In life, you are going to have negative interactions. That's just the reality of it. What I'm talking about today is your response to it. How do you respond? You know what I mean? Do you go in there? Do you give them power, okay, to shape the way you're thinking based upon how they're feeling? Write that down. All right. Write that down. Are you giving them the power to shape how you're thinking based upon how they're feeling? A lot of times when we're talking about pessimism, which is a drain on our thoughts, drain on our mind, a lot of times it's really steeped in where a person is in that moment. And there's an old saying, I'm old enough, I'm in my 50s, so I can say old terms if I want to. And that is, misery loves company. Misery loves company. And so we have got to understand how critical it is. How critical it is. Like, for instance, in the workplace, you know, I just did this training for school district. I won't mention the school district, but I did a school district. And I gave all the school administrators, the teachers, a homework assignment. And I said to them, listen, email me how you're going to apply some of this information. And what did it do to your thinking? Boy, I'm telling you, I could take those responses and write a book. I can literally write a book, because it was just person after person after person talking about the negativity of the times and the stuff that's going on because of the pandemic and the mindset that people have when it comes to interaction, just over and over. And it was great because it gave them a chance to have the outlet. But then they talked about what changes they're going to make. And that was the beautiful part of what we did. You know, how they're going to make adjustments, how they're going to do more self-care, how they're going to not react so much to what people say or do. It was really powerful. But to see what they were saying as far as the things that drain their energy, I said, my goodness, I'm so glad we did this training, because now they're aware of it. And that's what I want you to be as a result of this. Be aware of this. This stuff is every day, man. It's like something that's sticking in your side and trying to suck this energy out of you. And you have got to be cognizant of the fact that you got to protect it. You got to protect it. All right. I'm not going to give you all the strategies to protect it, but I am going to give you one. All right. I'm going to give you one in just a moment. So so there's so much going on here. We need to make sure that we're thinking about this. So here's something to think about. There's The Rock right there. He joined the party. Much of us spend so much of our lives allowing ourselves to get swept away by other people's energies. Now, I'm not trying to get spooky here. Okay, because I'm not one of them spooky people. But people have a tendency especially if a person operates in the realm of vitriol. And there are people out there that are like that. Some people, unfortunately, love negativity, and they love to bring people along with the journey for the journey. Or people may have a paradigm about a situation or a people or anything, and they only want to influence us in the manner in which we accept what they're saying. So the way that they see it is the only way. The way you see it means nothing, or nothing. The way you see it. All right, I'm being careful here because I'm not trying to go off the deep end and make this a political conversation or anything like that. I'm just talking in general right now. You can make it what you want, but the reality of it is that people create these paradigms about situations, scenarios, and all of that, and they want you to join their party. And so what has happened in our country today, that if you don't join that party, you're ostracized. You're looked at in a negative way. You're talked about. You see, instead of people realizing that people have varying viewpoints. Yes, definitely. You see what I'm saying? And so, listen, Damien, make sure this is going to be sitting on this platform. You can just take it and share it from here. So thank you, man. I appreciate that, Damon. But the reality is this: people, want to force you into a box. You know what I mean? Based upon the way they see things, and then they simply will try to persuade you to think that way. So now, let's say you walk into the office. Let's just you're walking into an office. I'm gonna give a scenario. Somebody had a bad experience with somebody, and they're feeling real vitriol. The vitriol is ready to spew. So they've decided today it's just going to be messed up today, and they're going to impact as many people as they can. So you come in, you happy, you excited. You read some motivational quotes. You heard me speak. You heard my brother Pierre Campbell speak. He's on here too, another powerhouse. Pierre, my man. You heard Baruti speak. You heard different people. We've got you inspired about life, and you're ready to take it on. And then guess what? Somebody says something. They say something. And then all of a sudden, this optimism that you have starts to dissipate. And then they keep coming back with this stuff. And so you came in with every intention to be optimistic. And that person has now taken their energy and placed it on you. That's what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about right now is a high level of thinking. You see what I'm saying? I mean, if you want to look at it from a biblical perspective, and the Bible says bringing thoughts into captivity. What is going on here, and how is it affecting the way I'm going to respond to situations? Because here's the deal. That's your energy, man, woman. That's your power. You can't just let somebody come in and just suck that on over to where they are. You just can't do it, because the reality of the matter is that means they have the power. And I don't know about you, but I don't want nobody having that kind of power over me. I don't want anyone to come in with their pessimism. That's why I've kind of slowed down on the social media aspect recently. I don't want to see all them negative statements that's out there now. I mean, I put my stuff out there like everybody else, but I don't do it all the time now because, man, it ain't nothing but a bunch of negative. And it's by design going to wear you out, and it'll wear me out. And you wonder why people are agitated and why people are irritable, why relationships are in trouble, why families are going, kids are depressed. Right now, they said that this is the highest time of youth depression in American history. Kids looking to commit suicide, ready to get out of here. Now, this pandemic had a lot to do with it, but I also think it has a lot to do with the pessimism that many of we adults are putting off on this next generation. And we honest with you, we need to be ashamed of ourselves for that. Be a better example to these young people. I digress. So, but the reality is this must have allowing our energy to get swept away. Sometimes it can be good if it's positive. Okay. But when we allow people's negativity to penetrate us to a core until we are reacting with the same mess that they are presented. And I'm just saying that because this is another level of leadership. Pierre Campbell is on here, talks about leadership, man. And leaders There's an old quote. I love, the old Captain Kirk. Some of you don't remember Captain Kirk because you're too young. But Captain Kirk used to say in the Star Trek, boldly go where no man has gone before. And William James said it like this. So he said, don't go where the path may lead. No, that's Ralph Waldo Emerson that said that. Don't go where the path may lead. Instead, go where there is no path and leave a trail. See, we need to be in control of what it is we're trying to accomplish in life, the energy that we put out to people. If we're leading people, the way we want those people to think and feel based upon what we're projecting. But if we allow ourselves to be consumed by negativity, all right, it's going to be very difficult to do as such. And so I shared this story before. I'm only going to go about 25 minutes. I got about a few minutes left here. One of my mentors is a guy by the name of Nathan Hill. And Nathan was the president of Discover Card. Delaware has a lot of banks. I live in Delaware. And Nathan was a brother that was the head of Discover Card, multi-billion-dollar company. And I remember going to his office one time for a mentoring session. And so we had about 30 minutes because this guy is overseeing a worldwide operation. And so I go into the meeting with him, all right, in Delaware here in Delaware. And we're sitting and talking, and I'm getting a mentoring session of a lifetime. And so we're getting close to that 30 minutes. And I'm respecting his time. And so I said, well, I'm thinking, well, we need to wrap this up. So we get like 29 minutes. I'm like, okay, Nathan, thank you for your time. He said, no, I'm not done. And then his secretary contacts him and says, you got people waiting for you on a conference call over in China and all these different countries. He said, with as calm as possible, he said, we'll be there shortly. He continues to mentor me. 15 minutes later, she gets another knock, another call, and okay, you got your executive team in the conference room waiting for you. And he said, I'll be there in a minute. And so 50 minutes into our mentoring session, I'm like sweating like bullets because I'm thinking this guy has got all these people, got China on the call. He's got executive leaders in the room and he's talking to me. And so he said, Daryl, was just so good to see you, and gave me a hug and said, man, look forward to next time we connect. And I said, Nathan, before I go, explain to me how you did that. How did you control the situation in such a way you didn't lose your cool, even though you got all this stuff going on around you? And this is what he said to me. This is a lesson in leadership. He said, Daryl, that's my everyday. Every day I have conference calls. Every day I have leadership meetings. Every day. He said, I have learned to live in the moment and to decide what my mindset will be in that moment. Man, that's noteworthy right there. To decide what my mindset is going to be in that moment. He said, and right now, you're the most important person in the world. My friends, that's called leadership. That's called self-control. And today we need that more than ever because our children are watching us. Our families are watching us. Our customers are watching us. Our coworkers are watching us. Our students are watching us if we're in the school building. Our clients are watching us if we're in workforce development. My friends, we really have to take control of our energy so that we can distribute and give it out to people in such a way that it can be transformative. Let me go on in this message because I just want to share this because this is something. So I'm only going to give you one thing to think about. One strategy. All right. And this is another quote I've been sharing this quote for many years, but it's one to think about. And this is this is the quote. And that is this: you cannot control what a person is going to say or do, but you can't control your response to it. Man, you can sit on that one for about 5 minutes. You can't control what a person will say or do, but you can control your response to it. Now that's protecting your energy. A person may say something negative, or a person may say something that's not so, but you have decided, you've been proactive in the fact that I'm not going to react the way that person wants me to react. When I was sitting with Nathan, that's exactly how it was. Here he is running this multi-billion-dollar corporation. It was just as cool as you can imagine. As the old days, they would say, cool as a cucumber. Why? He was proactive in his response to that situation. And as anybody that's in leadership or whatever capacity, if you're in your parent or whatever, this is something you got to work on. Because today in society, everything is against this. Everybody is trying to elicit a reaction. Now, again, when you watch that Social Dilemma type thing on Netflix, you're gonna see why, because it's about them dollars. I can understand your behaviors and your patterns. I can throw ads at you and try to sell you stuff. See, there's a whole science behind all this stuff. And we need to be wise when it comes to this, because why? It's our energy. We need to be smart when it comes to this. So here's the thing. I love this quote. People will throw stones at you. Don't throw them back. Collect them all and build an empire. I like that quote. That's a powerful quote. All right. So here's something. There's a few reactions. We're going to be done after this. I'm pretty much done. All right. When we quickly react to other people's energies, whether positive or negative, we're less stable in our own energy. So practice pausing before reacting. Yep. And then also check in on with yourself to see how you can best respond to any situation. Let your best self step forward, not your ego-driven self. So don't feel like I gotta go to, I gotta prove something to this person. All right. By pausing and responding mindfully, you are less likely to allow someone's negativity to pierce you and drag you down. Lastly, stay in control of your energy, and you'll be far less reactive to the world around you. This is next, Pierre, if you're on here, this is next level leadership. Not everybody can do this because most people aren't willing to work at this. Okay, I got several more pieces to this. I'm just going to do one because we're on social media. I mean, we're talking social media, but LinkedIn and YouTube and all these different things we're streaming to. So I don't have much time. But the reality of the matter is, you need to be in control of your energy. You need to work out, exercise, eat right. I was at the gym for an hour and a half this morning, getting it on. Did my 2-mile run, pumped some steel. That's why I'm still got guns and I still got it going on at my age, because I'm not going to let anything strip me of this stuff. I ain't a big fan of salads, but I eat my salads and I read positive material. I listen to, I still have my old mentors from the past. I still listen to their stuff on YouTube. Miles Monroe, Zig Ziglar. I'm still listening to them dudes because I'm still feeling them all these years later. Why? Protecting my energy. You know what I mean? Sometimes I got to go out and take a drive, and because we're all kind of homebound these days with this COVID. And sometimes I have to take a few days, go somewhere and just sit on the beach and look at the ocean. Why? Protecting my energy. We got to do self-care. That's a whole nother message. More today than we've ever done before. So, let's go back one and make sure you got this. React less. Stop responding to every silly, crazy thing that people do out here today. Because the reality is some people are doing it intentionally to distract you and to throw you off. Stay focused. That's powerful energy when you can do it that way. Stay focused. All right. And so some benefits here. Yeah, that's me jogging. I still jog. Your positive energy potential increases when you protect your energy. Your ability to address staff and customers positively at all times increases. That could be staff, customers, students, whoever you work with. All right. Your home culture improves if you are a parent. And today, with all of us still being at home and all of that, we need this. We need this so we can manage and impact our homes in a positive way. And you have more peace. All right. So listen, protect your energy. Protect it. I'm doing a series of trainings around this stuff now. I got customers. Boy, I thought I was going to slow down with the COVID, man. I'm busier now than I've ever been. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not doing as much social media as I'd like, because I'm so busy doing all these different things, consulting and coaching and training and impacting and building systems and all of that. But, I'm also available from time to time to have debriefs with people. So that's my Calendly link. If you want to take a look at that, we have some times and dates available. I give about 25 minutes or so, and we just kind of break some of this stuff down. And that's my website, coachdspeaks.com, to learn more about what we do. But reality, if you don't do anything with any of this, that's on you. Protect your energy. Protect your energy, because you do not want to be a person. You do not want to be a person, all right, that's depleted, drained, lacking mental acumen, all of that, because you're stressed out or because of all this negativity that's going on. All right. Don't allow this negativity to become your normal. You stay positive and stay optimistic. And I'm not talking about motivational speaker stuff. I'm talking about protecting your energy, making sure you're listening to books and reading, listening or audiobooks or reading books, listening to positive type things, eating right, exercising. This is a full package we're talking about. This is not just somebody like what I'm doing, giving you a speech. This is a lifestyle. So thank you all for joining me. When I do these, I never know. I just put it out there. And I've never done this before. I've always come on and just kind of talked. I'm going to do more of these because I'm more of a strategist. I'm a motivator by nature, but I'm a strategist by design. Most of the people I work with, we doing strategy stuff because I realize this is my last thing I'm going to say, that is motivation without information is simply a good conversation. We got to be able to do something to produce an outcome, not just say it. So thank you all so much. I hope this information was helpful. Any questions, reach out to me. All you great folks that was on here, thank you. Thank you, Pierre. Broody, man, I'm glad to see you doing all right. The work you've done is just, man, it's legendary in the education space. And I hope it's going well for you and all the other folks that come on, Eva, Lily, I just appreciate y'all. And the reality is this, the energy you have is for you to control. Don't turn it over to someone. You see what I'm saying? Now I can't go right now. Now my brother Greg Ricks just jumped on. Greg, my brother from Lubbock, Texas, man. Thank you so much, and for coming on. I'm going to be doing these regularly. I always say that, then I get tied up for 3 weeks working on projects. So Pierre, I need you to stay on me. Make sure I do more on social media, man. But I hope that this message was helpful. And this won't be the last one of this nature because we got to protect our energy. If not, I think we're going to become a bunch of zombies around here. A bunch of automatons walking around here, man, wired like the doggone Matrix. We got to get smart and not allow out there to shape what's in here. God bless you all. And if you need to reach out to me, there's our information. Share this link with somebody, please, because people need to see this. Because this is like I said, this is one of the messages of the hour. This is one of the messages of the hour. Share it out there. Take care now. Bye-bye.